And welcome to another week of Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We had all of our area high school football teams in action, and 3 of them were at home. One a rare Thursday night. You had Statesboro High with a huge victory at home against previously 3-0 veterans. Bulloch Academy improves to 2-1 on the season with a big win at Gator Alley against Memorial Day School. Portal Falls, unfortunately, at home this past Friday night as they were hosting Jenkins County, and the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets dropped a tough one on the road on this past Thursday night as they were on the road at Savannah at Memorial Stadium taking on Islands. We'll have highlights of all of those games, as well as the Georgia Southern Eagles going up to Minnesota and nearly pulling off their second victory against a P5 school. Coming up just a little short, 15 seconds left. Minnesota scores a heartbreaking loss for the Eagles, who looked like they had come back, had the win right in their grasp, but as they did against NC State, Georgia Tech, Georgia, even Oregon State a few years back, the Eagles come up a little short against the P5 school, but we'll have some highlights of that, hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players. We'll also go out to the softball diamond for some highlights as well. Plenty on this show. We're going to take a break and be back in just a moment. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles with a huge opportunity on the road. Their backup quarterback playing, and the Eagles still nearly pulled off the victory. They were a 17-point underdog in the game, had the lead with just over 20 seconds to go, I guess, in the game, and then Minnesota was down at the 1. They score a touchdown. The Eagles unable to get in field goal range and end up losing by 3. Let's send you out for some of the highlights and hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players. The Georgia Southern Eagles on the road at Minnesota looking to snap the Gophers' 17-game non-conference win streak. A good start for Georgia Southern as the Gophers back to pass, but Kendrick Duncan with the interception. He returns it deep into Minnesota territory, and then on the very next play, the give to Logan Wright. He gets the call, goes 21 yards for the touchdown, and quickly it's 7-0 Georgia Southern on top. Minnesota responds though. The Gophers back to pass. Tanner Morgan connects with Tyler Johnson. Johnson showing why he's an NFL prospect as he takes off 73 yards for the score. The point after was good and the game was tied at 7. The Eagles would retake the lead later in the first on a short Tyler Bass field goal. 10-7 Georgia Southern. Again, the Gophers answer. Morgan connects with Johnson once again, and it's 14-10. The Georgia Southern defense buckles down. Quan Williams with the sack, but Minnesota able to extend the lead in the second quarter. Seth Green in at quarterback, and the Wildcat, he pushes his way into the end zone to make it 21-10. A big swing late in the first half. Minnesota 4th and 1. The Eagles defense makes the stop. Georgia Southern's offense comes back on the field, and back into the end zone they go. Justin Tomlin keeps it, and he'll fight for the pylon for the touchdown. The Eagles would trail 21-20 at the half. After an uneventful third quarter, Minnesota goes up 28-20. After this, Bryce Williams 2-yard touchdown. But the Eagles not going away. It's 28-26 midway through the fourth. After a blocked field goal for a touchdown, the Eagle defense, Raymond Johnson with the big stop, and moments later, Rashad Byrd going to break through and force the fumble, but Byrd not done. How about the scoop and the score? Bird's touchdown makes it 32-28. However, Minnesota going to mount a final drive that will unfortunately end with Morgan to Johnson once again with 14 seconds left. And that ends the game. The Gophers rally for the 35-32 victory over the heartbroken Georgia Southern Eagles.
I'm proud of my guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, losing the game. We played our butts off to the end. I mean, that's all we can ask for one another and my teammates. So, effort's good, attitude's good. We just got to fix up the little mistakes, and we'll be something hectic, I promise you.
Like Bird said, I'm definitely proud of the team as a team effort. We played a tough game. Defense really held their own, but I'm disappointed in myself for the fumble I had. But as a team, I feel like we played tough. We played a good game, but we just don't like the outcome of it.
Everything's still there. The only goal that we don't have now is to beat a Power 5 team. That's the only thing that's off our list. So everything else is still there. We'll find out a lot about our team right now. These next 2 weeks will be tough. There's a dejected group in there, but like always, you can't let a loss define you. You got to go respond and then play better the next time.
So a heartbreaking loss for the Eagles, who come so close once again. The good thing is they have a bye week, so they've got a chance to rest up, and then they'll be back in action the following week as they'll be hosting Lafayette there at Paulson Stadium. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll hit the high school gridiron.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
Well, the Statesboro High Blue Devils with a huge game at home. They were taking on Veterans. Veterans had knocked them off pretty easily on the road up in Houston County last year, but this time around the Blue Devils ready, pulled off a big win. Let's get out and see some of the highlights. The Statesboro High Blue Devils getting back to action at Womack Field as they were hosting 3-0 Veterans early on. Drake Horton across the middle. He finds Devardrian Lipsy, who goes 79 yards for the touchdown, and the Blue Devils take a 7-0 lead. Statesboro's defense trying to make that stand up. Dake Williams not fooled on the delayed draw. Later on, Austin Arendez coming up with a big hit for a loss on the scramble. 7-0 Statesboro after one. We move to the second. LeBron Fields in for the touchdown, and we're tied at 7-all. Statesboro pinned deep, and nowhere for Audrell Grace to go as he's thrown for a safety. Veterans up 9-7. Just before the end of the first half, a 55-yard field goal by Daniel Gibbs, and it's 12-7 at the half. We move ahead to the second half. Pinned deep once again. Drake Horton in trouble. He's hit. And the ball right into the arms of Jalen Banks, who goes in for the pick six. But the Blue Devils not giving up. Blake Etheridge popped hard by Brendan Jackson. Dake Williams falls on it. Statesboro in action. And then later, on 4th and 5, Drake Horton will throw a perfect pass down the sidelines, hitting a streaking Will Yawn, who goes the rest of the way, and the lead is trimmed to 19-14. More from Statesboro High's offense. This time it's Jalen Robertson going in for the score. That would make it a 1-point game. The Blue Devils would go for 2 to take a 2-point lead. Horton to Will Yawn, who hangs on in traffic. Statesboro up by 3, and then late in the game, Etheridge, the ball tipped right into the arms of Corian Reese, who goes the distance, and the Blue Devils pull off the upset, winning by a final count of 29-19. So next up for Statesboro, they're 2-0 on the season, and they'll be on the road at Effingham County this Friday. Stay with us. Up next, we'll take a look at how things went at Bulloch Academy, as well as Portal and Southeast Bulloch.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Orthopedics, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation. Experience the Optum difference.
Danielle likes shopping at Badcock Home Furniture and More because she can always find her favorite styles. Danielle likes shopping on Badcock.com because now she can do it in her comfy pants.
Badcock.com brings the store to your door with thousands of items to choose from. With hometown values, outstanding service, and your style, our credit financing. Shop online or in store and see why Badcock Home Furniture and More was named Furniture Retailer of the Year.
This portion of the Southeast Bulloch Coaches Show is brought to you by Crazy Nick's Inflatables. We'd love to be a part of your birthday parties, church and Sunday school functions, school event, community event, company events, or just entertainment for a small family gathering. Whatever your event, they can provide the fun. Serving Bulloch, Effingham, Bryan, and surrounding counties, delivery, setup, and breakdown are all included in the pricing. For more information, call 912-690-5972 or visit them online at nick@crazynicksinflatables.com.
When my dad passed away, we started keeping my mother at home. She was not happy, and we were not happy because she wasn't happy, and so we decided we would check into Willow Pond, and we brought her to Willow Pond, and immediately when she came up here, that visit, the first visit, she fell in love with it, and she was ready to stay. We're so happy that we did for her because she was completely satisfied, and she lived here almost 11 years, between 10 and a half and 11 years, and there's no doubt in my mind that it extended her life and it made her happy and completely content.
My name is Chandler Dennard, and I'm the Executive Director here at Willow Pond. Come let our family take care of your family.
Well, the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets playing on Thursday. Big loss on the road in Savannah at Memorial against Islands in their region opener. We'll also going to go out and take a look at some of the highlights from Portal and Jenkins County. Not a lot for them. Scored in the first half to take the lead, and then it was all Jenkins County from there. The good news for of these 3 games that we're about to show you was the Bulloch Academy Gators, who took care of business at home against Memorial. Let's get out and take a look at some of the highlights. The Bulloch Academy Gators in their home opener as they were hosting Memorial Day out of Savannah. This one was all Gators. Rodney Hill putting on a show. He starts the scoring. More from Hill, his second score of the game. Second quarter, Gators go to the air, and Fisher Oglesby to Will Aaron. And then it's Oglesby going to the air once again. This time it's hauled in for a touchdown by who else? Rodney Hill. Bulloch Academy up 29-6 at the half. We move ahead to the second half, and Memorial with trouble on the punt. The Gators doing a good job of throwing him down, and they take over. The Gators going back to the ground, and it's Rodney Hill turning the corner. And there he goes, deep into Memorial territory. Oglesby then going to the air. He finds a wide open Malone Kaysen for the touchdown. The Gators rolling right along, and their defense closes things out. Bulloch Academy wins easily 43-6. Hill with 5 touchdowns in the game. In Portal, the Panthers hosting Jenkins County from just down the road in Millen. And it would be the visitors scoring first. Brandon Goodman for the score, and it's 6-0 Jenkins County. The Panthers respond in the first. Noah Adams goes in for the touchdown. Portal will elect to go for 2 a little bit later. And the give will go to Aiden Fordham, who goes around the right side for the score. Portal actually up in this one 8-6, but it was then all Eagles here in the second quarter. Darren Burton for the touchdown. And then later, James Evans will hit Justin Gray. 18-8 Jenkins, and they'd win 44-8. Thursday night, Southeast Bulloch at Islands. Second half, Southeast down 8-0. And the Jackets hurting themselves. A completed pass, but the ball will be fumbled. Islands recovers. And the onslaught begins as quarterback Jaden Adams will take the ball and go straight up the middle, turns on the Jets, and he's gone 41 yards for the score. And it's 15-0 Islands. Next up, it's quarterback Davin Widener with the short touchdown run to make it 22-0, down 29-0. Southeast Bulloch's Traydon McBride with a nice play as he takes the kickoff return and goes all the way down the left side for the touchdown, cutting the lead to 29-7. Widener then will hit Trey Brown for the score to make it 36-7. Southeast Bulloch quarterback Christian Clark making some things happen in the second half. Here he finds McBride directing traffic and finds him. Nice catch, nice run deep into Islands territory. Cleaning things up, it's Jamari Daniel in for the touchdown. Again, Islands able to answer. Abdul Lara finds some room to run, and he'll go all the way for the score. Again, the Jackets don't give up. Daniel coming up with a nice run here. He bounces it outside. Picks up 28 yards. Next, it's Clark over to Jalen Evans for a first down. And finally, Darius Lovett with the score, but it's too little too late. The Jackets fall 43-20. Next up for Southeast Bulloch, they'll be hosting Savannah High. Next up for Portal, they'll be at ECI. And next up for the Bulloch Academy Gators, they're home against Westfield. Stay with us, some softball action coming up next. The Southeast Bulloch Coaches Show segment is brought to you in part thanks to Southeast Tire and Service. Southeast Tire and Service has been in business for 13 years, offering extensive vehicle repair and service from bumper to bumper. Come have a cup of coffee with us and let us help you with your car needs. Located at 400 Parker Avenue in Brooklyn. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
Ready for fall? Us too at RJ Pope. Get ready to cheer on your favorite team in a new performance polo from Peter Millar, Southern Tide and AFCO. Ladies, we have the best brands and trending fashions. Complete your look with one of our best-selling shoe brands, Soft, On Cloud, and Free People. Shop these brands and so much more at one of our 3 locations, RJ Pope Buckhead, Downtown, and Vidalia.
Area softball continues to roll right along. Most of the schools are either in first place or tied for first in their region. The Portal Panthers coming off a couple of big victories this past week. You've got Statesboro High. Unfortunately, they lost this past week. A big game. They lost on the road to Wayne County 2-1. So now they've got a game with Ware County coming up on Tuesday. It's the regular season finale for the Blue Devils at Mill Creek Senior Night. They'll be hosting Ware County coming up on Tuesday at 5:30. And we also have the Bulloch Academy Gators and Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets, both undefeated, both on top of their region. Southeast coming off a couple wins this past week. Bulloch Academy beat Pinewood and Trinity. Let's get out and show you some highlights of those. Bulloch Academy hosting Pinewood, looking to move to 2-0 in region play. Early on, down 1-0. Leah Williford ties the game with a single swing of her bat. The solo shot ties it at 1. We move ahead to the 6th. The Gators down 5-1. Liv Finley singles into right center. Bailey Howard then drives one to the fence in left center. Finley scores, cutting the lead to 5-2. Later on, Hartley Faircloth with the drive into left. This one falls in. And one-run game. Then Bailey Howard drives one into left. 2-run score. The Gators up 6-5, and they'd win 8-5. We move to Thursday. Bulloch Academy hosting Trinity. Leah Williford singles in the left. Reagan Ellis does likewise. And then Casey Ricketts with the RBI single into left center. And it's 1-0 Gators. Bulloch Academy continuing as Janabeth Marsh drives a triple into right center. She'll round it all the way, slide in safe. Next up is Sloan Aubrey. She drills a single into center. Marsh scores easily. 2-0 Gators. More from Bulloch Academy as Liv Finley drives one into right center. Aubrey comes home. Gators up 3-0. Leah Williford adding to it with the RBI single. And the Gators go on to win by a final of 4-3. Up next for the Gators, they'll be home for Calvary on Monday, then on the road at Trinity on Thursday. Southeast Bulloch will be hosting Tattnall County on Monday. We already mentioned that the Statesboro Blue Devils were hosting Ware County on Tuesday. All right, that'll wrap things up for now. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.